Good morning, everybody. I'm so glad you could join me this morning. For those of you who are new to my channel, my name is Colleen Light. My website is Cards by Coco, and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator from Southwest Washington. So I'm super excited you could be here today. This week has been all about Paper Pumpkin for me. I love the Paper Pumpkin subscription kits. If you haven't seen it, this is what it looks like. It's a monthly subscription kit offered through Stampin' Up! So this month, this January 2023, was the key to your heart. So it's all about Valentine's Day and love and on down the line. Well, I had already made a bunch of Valentine's Day cards, but needed a few for friends. So I'm going to show you what's inside here, and I'm going to show you my alternative. If you want to see how the cards come together just as is in the kit, then you want to bounce on over to the YouTube video I did on Monday, because I uploaded that one, and I also did a blog post on it. So speaking of blogs, that's my hub. That's where I keep everything. All of my links, all of the Stampin' Up! Sales, everything going on, all of the measurements. So that's Cards by Coco. So make sure you look at that website if you have any questions about any of my projects. Okay, let's flip around here. And let's get today's, oops, sorry, that was not the smoothest flip I have ever done. So this is my alternative project. I'm gonna just bring you up here on my laptop, and if my voice is kind of froggy today, I'm sorry. I have had just a little bit of a touch of either allergies or a cold. I'm not really sure which one at this point in time. So if you're watching, give a shout out. Let me know where you're watching from. I'm going to try and bring some more light into this very shadowy Pacific Northwest day that we've got going on. So I apologize. So today's alternative is very easy. I have seen these cards where you have the strips just laid out, and I have just loved them, and I've been wanting to try one, so I thought it would work perfect for this alternative. If I'm too far away out of, and you can't see what I'm doing, or I'm too close, please let me know. Anyway, my computer screen is blink, blink, blinking, just blink, blink, blinking, so I am hoping that everything's going to work out okay. All right, so a little bit about the Paper Pumpkin kit. I'm going to see if I can find my block. I thought I had it out. Anyway, the Paper Pumpkin kit is a monthly subscription kit you can subscribe to through Stampin' Up! It is wonderful. It comes right to your mailbox. Now, if you say, ugh, I just don't like next month's kit, you can put it on hold. You're not obligated. So you're not charged for the months you put on hold, which is good. I think I've only held one, and I forget why I held it. Maybe that was the summer we were traveling, and I just didn't want things stacking up. So anyway, that is it's just a fun way to do a quick and easy project. I like them for that. I like to make the alternatives. If you are a Paper Pumpkin subscriber or would like to be, there is also a Facebook group, Paper Pumpkin Alternatives, and that's kind of fun. So let me show you, when you open up the box, all of your supplies come wrapped in tissue paper. So this is the Fresh Freesia color, so how great is that? I always save it because, I'm pretty frugal. It comes with an exclusive stamp set. So this one is just really neat. It really coordinates well. Let me see if I put it against. I'm trying to watch myself to make sure I'm in screen. So look here. This hearts to my Valentine. I love you. There's a little lock for the key. Love is the key. You hold the key to my heart. There's a little medallion. There's a little lock stamp. It's just so cute. You can see I've been using this Valentine one quite a bit. With your first kit, you will get a Paper Pumpkin block, and hang on to that because the Paper Pumpkin block only comes in the first kit. So these are the cards that I made just as instructed in the kit. So those are the ones that I made. I thought this one would make the cutest shaker card. but then I went a different direction. So I had one plan, and you know how we do. We have one plan and we go a different way. And then it always comes with these just beautiful envelopes. I love how they always decorate the inside of the envelopes. It is one of the favorite things for me. Even, you know, even if you don't really like the cards, I have to tell you, the envelopes are usually just fabulous. It'll come with twine or some sort of ribbon. Sometimes it'll come with an embellishment. You'll get your dimensionals. My goodness, dimensionals and glue dots come in the kit. All your card bases. This particular kit came with vellum, which is one of my favorites. It comes with your card bases. We'll be using this one today. These are easy, no die cutting needed. They just pop out. So you don't need a die cutting machine. It comes with sentiments, any other things you might need, layouts. And the most important thing is that it comes with an instruction pamphlet, which is so good. So here is your instruction pamphlet. It gives the pictorial right in the front. It says instructions. It has a ruler here at the bottom. It tells you exactly how to attach everything on the back side of this pamphlet. It lists all the kit components, the coordinating colors, how to make alternatives. This one had an add-on, and I didn't get the add-on, but this particular kit had an add-on, how to do more with this month's kit. There's a QR code for detailed instructions. You can scan that code. And again, there is that Facebook group, the Paper Pumpkin Alternative, I believe is what it's called. It will also tell you a little bit more about the add-on, and to get the add-ons or to get the sale pass kits, you have to be a Paper Pumpkin subscriber. So right now there are some great specials going on for Paper Pumpkin for previous kits. In fact, there's a couple of really good Christmas ones. And it will always have what's coming in next month. So for next month, it's the Sunshine and Smiles. And it comes actually with the coordinating dies. And my dies just came, and I haven't gotten to my box yet. So I know my dies are down there. So once a month, I like to do a Paper Pumpkin video just to show, and you know, especially new crafters, how easy it is to create handmade cards. So again, this layout you can use for any of the designer series paper you have out and about. So what I need for this card, and I'm gonna get my sample back out, is we need 5 strips cut 3 inches by 1 inch. And I used the purple background that came in the kit, just to line behind, just to put behind as a base. So it's super, super easy. So let me see, I cut some yesterday, and I want to see how many I have. I have, let me see, 1, so I need 2 more. So I want to keep those 3. And like I said, there's other ways you can sometimes make your kit double the cards. Sometimes you can make less. It depends on how you want to cut it. For me, I just didn't need that many Valentine's cards because I had already made some. So I didn't need that many. So I will save this panel here because I just really love this color so much. And I'll use it on a base, or I'll use that watercolored piece on this side for another project. So just nothing really goes to waste. So again, we wanted 1 inch by 3 inches. So I did this yesterday, and I think I went like this. Let's see, 1 inch, because I wanted most of that white swirly. I wanted the white swirly stuff in there, by 3 inches. Oh, almost cut that one wrong. Let me bring this down a little bit. And let me move this host code out of the way. I don't know, am I too close? I can't, it's so hard for me to tell until after I watch the replay, and then I am my biggest critic, right? Isn't that how it is? You watch a replay and you're like, yikes. Anyway, I'm gonna just even this out a little bit. I'm gonna again go to the 1 inch here. And this is the Stampin' Up! Paper trimmer I am using. And I have the new blades. I tell you, I went through blade, well, I didn't go through blades like crazy because they last a long time. But I do know that after the holidays that this one blade, my cutting blade, does need to be replaced. So that's in my order also. So, or in my box downstairs, I should say. Okay, so let me grab a sip of coffee real quick. I can tell my throat's getting just a little bit froggy here, and I'm sorry about that. Again, here's our sample. So let me go ahead. We're going to bring out our card base. And this color is the Mango Melody is what I would, or the Petal Pink. I don't really know. Maybe more Petal Pink. Then I have my Fresh Freezer background. And I am going to adhere this piece. Now, if you were using what came in the kit, use your glue dots. But since I have everything, I'm going to go ahead and put some glue here. And then I'm going to more or less center it, just eyeball things. That's what I do. That's all I do is eyeball things. So there we go. Just that easy. So let's go ahead and do that. And then I started just laying things out. Just like that. So very, very easy card. And this is a great one. Like I said, this is a great layout to use if you have little bits of Christmas Designer Series paper and you wanted to get a jump on oops, look at that, on your Christmas projects. This would be a great thing to do. Great way to start with some of that leftover Christmas Designer Series paper. If you have, you know, there's so many great different, in the celebration this time around, there's a great Designer Series paper available. So if you just wanted to, say, spend some time in your craft room and making some strippy kind of cards here, it would work out so well. So let me see, 1, 2, 3. Yep, this will work. Let's put this here. Put that one. Oh, I want to maybe angle it that way. I think I want to go like that. Give it a little bit more of a turn there. Let's go ahead and put this one down here. Do you know, I think I followed my layout, and I think I'm going to have 2 colors the same here on the end. That'll be okay. I should have started with the purple one this time around. That'll be okay, though. Let me see. Do we have... Maybe we'll just cut another piece. Maybe we'll cut another piece there. I don't know. What do you think? No, I think we're just going to go ahead and go like this. It'll be fine. I really like this Fresh Freezer color, so it's good with me to add another piece there. So normally I was doing on this one, you can see I did every other one, but I started a little bit differently on this one. There we go. So it's just that easy. You can just see. So let's do a little bit of stamping. So I didn't want, because I know who I'm sending some of these cards to, I didn't want the I love you or love is the key or you hold the key to my heart. I just wanted Valentine. I wanted a really simple Valentine greeting. So I just took this banner here that came in the kit, and I'm going to show you a trick on how to use this and to go ahead and just get the one word. And then I thought I maybe wanted it to pop a little bit more. I wasn't crazy about, I used the Mango Melody, and I like it because it was a little bit darker than the other colors, but I think I'm going to try the Blackberry Bliss this time. So I'm going to bring out my Stampin' Pierce mat. If you don't have one, they add just a great cushion for under your photopolymer stamps. So go ahead and get that. And I'm going to take a little bit of tape, just everyday tape, and I'm going to cover up the 2x. That's it. That's all I'm going to do. Then I'm going to take my stamp and right on the edge here, I'm just going to go right to the Valentine, and you take your tape off, and you get a good stamp. So I'm going to go ahead and do that again. I just wanted to show you what it looked like on a practice one. And let me go ahead and grab my tape. And that's how you can, some people cut their stamps, and if you're comfortable cutting your stamps, you can. I like to just cover them up with a little piece of tape and then take the tape off before I stamp. So again, I'm just going to stamp the Valentine one. I'm going to lift my tape off and I'm going to move it out of my way so I don't put my hand in it. And then I'm going to center it on my sentiment piece here. And see how that looks. Perfect. So, and then we don't have those words there, right? So how easy is that? So that's just a little tip on if you like only part of the saying, part of the sentiment, that is a tip on how to make exactly what you want without having to cut your stamp. Okay, so we have all these great vellum pieces here. We have the circles. We had this long piece here. And we have this other piece. So I think what I did on this card was I just popped this right there on the vellum. So let's go ahead and I'm going to grab out my seal. Put a little bit of seal on this, my Stampin' Seal, get it started. Oh, maybe get it started. This particular one's been kind of giving me a fit, and I don't know why. I don't know why this particular one is just not being my friend. Let me grab the other one. My goodness. It'll get going, but it's going to take me a minute. So I'm just going to go ahead and grab the Seal Plus and run it across this little spot here. And you'll see I grabbed my silicone craft sheet because the adhesive won't stick to that. You want to be careful when you lay vellum down because the adhesive will show through vellum. So that's why I'm placing my sentiment and putting it all together before I put my dimensionals behind here. Because I want to make sure it's not really even. Let's try this again. I want to make sure that my adhesive does not show through the vellum. Okay, that looks better. All right, so now for this, I'm going to add a little bit more adhesive here. And we're going to make a bow using this beautiful twine that came in this kit. I'm actually going to make the bow just like that. I'm going to go ahead and tie it in a knot, do everything I need to do. And I want some long threads on this one. Oh, good morning, Sharon. Thanks for popping in. So I'm just making these long threads here. I'm going to turn this over because, again, it won't stick. I'm going to kind of lay it out the way I want it. And then I'm going to pop my sentiment right down. And then I've got my beautiful bow here. We'll trim those tails again if we need to. Let's add some dimensionals to this. So again, like I said, I know that I'm sending these to friends. So that's why I'm not going like all lovey-dovey. Oh, no. I've got my husband's card made. I've already got my granddaughter's card made. So most of my cards were made by the time I got the kit. So I thought, oh, these will be great for friends, but I wanted to just not make them as, you know, Love is the key kind of thing for me. All right, so let's go ahead and pop this down here. Center it as best you can. There you go. And I'm going to trim that one tail off just a little bit more. Let me grab out my ribbon scissors. Now, because I save all of my paper pumpkin things, I believe the gems I am using might be from last year's kit. I can't even remember. I do know that I found them in a drawer, and I thought the colors matched perfectly. So these are not current. I do honestly think they're from a last year paper pumpkin, but I'm not entirely sure. Honestly, I guess I'm just not sure where they came from. But I will say that you should save all of your embellishments because you just never know when they're going to come in handy. And these heart ones are great. So I'm going to be using the putty end of my Take Your Pick tool and pick up some of my gems. Or maybe, yep, that'll work out perfect. And I'm going to put one over here. And I got a little spot there. So we know we're going to put one right there in that spot, right? And then I'm going to place one a little bit lower. So you can see how easy it is. Good morning, Joan. So you can see how easy it is to create a simple alternative using your paper pumpkin kit. So these are these strippy cards. And like I said, the reason I wanted to show you this is because not everyone gets the paper pumpkin, but everyone usually has leftover designer series paper. So I thought these were super cute way, and they're 1 inch by 3 inch, and I just used 5 strips. So those are the alternatives. And these are the ones that I made just as instructed. So, and then again, the envelopes and are just worth their weight in gold, and your twine and the embellishments that come. So if you haven't looked at Paper Pumpkin, it's definitely worth taking a peek at. All right, so that's today's video. Sorry about the raspy throat. And I will be back on YouTube live Monday at 3 o'clock and next Thursday, same time, 9 a.m. in the morning, Pacific Standard Time. Thanks so much.